was like, okay, let's go get coffee, and then if you a lot of the time try it when you're at tech. Try it. There's a cafe there. There's the lunchroom, right? Try it. Just be like, what are you doing right now? If she's like, oh, I have like a period in like an hour, just be like, yo, let's go get something to eat real quick, or let's go get coffee, and just chill. You
Did
look
you pay
really
for it?
attractive. Yeah, I paid for it.
Oh, he paid for it.
Yeah, I always pay on dates. I don't like letting the other person pay. That's
See,
just
if
me.
it's a first date, I like to split.
I don't split. When I'm not old fashioned, guys. I'm not. But when it comes to that, I'm a little bit. I kind of am.
Yeah, but to be fair, you're not exactly
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people who are like, like me, I get by. So if I want to go on a date with somebody, the first time, I like to split, and then subsequent dates I'll pay. Because it's like, you would pay for the entire. And the thing is, when it comes to dates, I don't like to go small either. So like, it could be coffee, it could be a walk in the park, but I'll probably default to like a restaurant. That's like really good.
Okay. I don't like restaurants. I like walk in the park, coffee, cheap stuff. Especially for a first date. I can't spend more than like $40 on a first date. And I actually want to hear what Cheyenne
I
thinks
want to
about
hear
that.
this too, actually.
Yeah.
Not to put you in the spot or anything, but
Put her on the spot. She's supposed to be a content creator. Put her on the spot.
I don't generally know. Like, I don't care if you pay for it, but I also don't mind paying for myself. But as far as like not wanting to pay $40 for a first date, I understand that too. Cause I feel like at a restaurant it's like cool or whatever, but you don't really get to know each other because you're eating, and you have to like chew fast. Like when I go on dates, I'm always like, yeah, and then I gotta chew mad fast, and it looks weird, and then it's like, okay, well, how am I eating? Cause I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not a slob, but I do often drip things onto my clothing.
We're both sloppy eaters. I don't know how someone can have a plate and just not have like a grain of rice. Like, like you're watching them eat and they're just like so clean. I'm just like
like, yo, like how you do that?
like nothing fell. Not one
I
thing.
mean, when you eat with like a knife and fork, that typically tends to not happen.
Nah, I be eating with a knife and fork. It just
We're
something gotta
heathens.
fall off my fork. Something.
Yeah. I mean, eating with a knife and fork, right? It for me, I find it to be fun. I'm the guy. I'll use chopsticks. I'll use a knife and a fork. Not on things that don't need a knife and fork. There was this one girl who insisted on eating pizza with a knife and fork, and I just could not wrap my head around that.
I feel like she's one of those girls that get like anxious, like when you eat around guys. It's like, oh gosh, how do I eat? I'm so scared.
Yeah.
I'm not that type.
9
but
times out of 10, the guy doesn't care.
I'm that type. Not with the girl. I'm talking about me. I get anxious. Like, I get self-conscious when I'm eating around people. Because I feel like they're watching me. Like, oh, he's barbecue sauce on his face. Like, I don't like that.
Nah.
So I will never order ribs on a date. Unless we're going to, like, pig heaven or something like that.
Or, well, I don't eat ribs anymore. I stopped eating pork. But I would eat ribs on a
Lame.
date if we like been together for a while and you're aware.
Okay, if we're together for a while, and yeah, that's fine. But I'm talking about on a first or second. I'm eating. If I get ribs, I'm eating that shit with a knife and a fork. I'm cutting it like it's a steak.
I can't even imagine eating ribs with a
Wait,
knife
you don't
and
eat
fork.
ribs anymore?
I don't
Like,
eat pork
not
at
even
all.
beef ribs?
I would try beef ribs, but I've never had them before.
Beef ribs are some
Beef
of the
ribs
most
are
satisfying
good.
things to eat.
But I think I didn't try it because my cousin had made it, but it had a lot of fat on it.
That's the point.
That's the best part.
The
I do
short
not
rib.
like
Like,
any
if it's like a
animal
T-bone
fat.
steak?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't eat the fat. I eat around it.
You eat
Did something
around,
just fall from my head?
No, that's me.
you eat around, oh my.
What did you just say?
I eat around the fat.
What do you mean you eat around the? I don't
Like,
understand.
there's fat on the perimeter of the steak, and then by the T. So wherever there's fat, I just cut it off, and then I eat the steak, the meat itself. I hate
And let me
that.
guess, you also eat your steak well done.
Medium well.
We're never going to a steakhouse ever.
Medium. I mean, I feel like medium well is okay. Medium
Okay,
rare
but
is better, but medium well is alright.
I go medium rare, and then for prime rib, I go rare.
Ew.
For prime rib, yeah.
For prime rib, I go medium rare, and I default to medium rare for all steaks, prime rib or otherwise. I mean, rare is almost like completely uncooked, man.
Medium rare though is where I usually go, but there's something about rare prime rib that I really like.
Raw.
They're kind of steak. Well, I don't know if you're a steak enthusiast, but I know he's a steak enthusiast. He had bought like $100.
Did you see it when I sent it to? Did I send it to you?
The picture.
Oh, it was so good.
See,
I
what
bought
he is for steak?
I bought a Wagyu steak online,
Oh.
and it was only like, dude, it only cost me like $60. That one. It was from.
Really?
It was from Meat and Bone. I got 2, and it was
You see,
it was aged, and it kind of tasted like blue cheese a little bit.
How age are we talking?
Like 30 days.
Oh.
It was beautiful.
You see, Nashan, what he is for steak, I am for sushi. I'm a real big sushi guy.
Do you like sushi?
I don't think I've ever had it.
I'm not a fan of
Okay.
raw fish, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, but you'll eat raw prime rib. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Fish has a smell to it.
Not if it's done correctly.
There's certain, like, I don't like eating fish from restaurants because it always smells like I'm going down on someone. I don't like eating fish from
I
restaurants.
think your experience.
One second.
We're not gonna just
One second.
skip past that.
One second. First of all, you need to adjust who you're going down on. Because, no, it shouldn't smell like that.
It shouldn't smell like anything, period.
It usually just smells
Sometimes.
like skin.
Okay.
Skin. So
It sure
I don't
is.
know why people be like, oh, it tastes good. Like,
It tastes good.
like, what do you mean it tastes good? It tastes like skin and, body fluid. That's all it tastes
Maybe
like.
they say that for the other person's whatever.
Like, what do you think you taste like though? Really?
That's a good. I don't freaking know.
Exactly. You probably. What do you think? You taste like strawberries and
That's obviously
this gum in our mouth?
unrealistic,
Like,
but
no.
what if I taste like just water? Like I would like to taste like water.
That would be skin.
Water isn't bad, but you know the thing, like this, like it, like the like when they put it in, and it's like the gooey thing, and they do this. I enjoy that, but it's like it doesn't taste like anything. It just tastes like. It just tastes like stuff. I don't know.
It tastes neutral.
Yeah. Maybe a little saltiness. I don't know.
Okay, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
But yeah, I don't know why people are like, oh, it tastes delicious.
maybe when you're in love, you taste the love.
Man, like love's an actual ingredient now. That's great.
You remember the first time you went down on someone? When did you think it was gonna taste like, dude?
I thought it was going to taste funny. This was 16, right? So funny to me just kind of meant anything that's not like water, And not sure if I should tell this or anything. Okay.
Just don't say names. Say whatever you want, though.
Yeah, I don't say names, but it's like first person I went down on, I stopped maybe like a quarter of the way in. Because this person, she did not take very good care of her undercarriage.
Oh.
So I get down there, all right, and I chose a very bold first position, right? So usually it'd be like missionary spread eagle, and you just go in. No, I say, you know what? I'm gonna just lay here, right, and you just like position yourself above me. Big mistake. Now 16 was before I started weightlifting.
Okay.
But let me tell you, I found the strength to toss her off me. The moment like my brain
tossed her off.
the moment my brain could process the smell down there, right? And I was like naive, right? So I took like 1, 2, 3, 4 licks with my breath held, and then I released, And then I inhaled. I was, no! Just, I tossed her over my head.
Oh,
and then she's like, what's that about?
She must feel so bad. She got tossed, and she's just like, what's that about? Like,
what's that about, right?
I would be immensely embarrassed. It's like one of my biggest fears that I stink.
No, but here's the thing, right?
Oh.
I tried to compensate for that by telling her, no, I made a mistake. I held my breath the entire time, and I felt like I was suffocating. And she's like, oh, okay. You know.
I wouldn't have believed that.
Remember, you wouldn't believe that because you're like 20, but back when you were 16,
I wouldn't
she
believe
ate
it when I
that.
was 16.
Right.
Now, look
She
at
ate that.
check this. When I do that, alright, when I do that, I always get like this, after I get this thickness in my saliva, I don't like it, so I gotta drink like 5 bottles of water after. Because I get like, I don't know, my saliva doesn't feel the same. I guess it's like, I don't know, it has something, girls are always talking about like pH balance, like I guess it has something to do with that. Her shit's like too basic. It's not acidic enough. How do girls check their pH balance?
There's a stick that you can pee on.
Oh.
And then you take it to your OBGYN, and she determines what it is based on the color of the stick.
So, litmus strips are just not possible, are they?
I'm not too sure about that one.
Like you just get a litmus strip and you just, twink.
I don't know nothing about that.
No?
Nope.
Yeah, because like litmus paper, you know, like if the pH is acidic, it'll turn a certain color, and if it's basic, it'll turn a different color. Like, you never had that experiment in high school?
Oh, with like
We did
water.
in Miss Pennebianco's class.